On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming,
11 pipers piping,
10 lords a leaping,
9 ladies dancing,
8 maids a milking,
7 swans a swimming,
6 geese a laying,
5 golden rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
I heard that on the radio yesterday, and I thought, oh, darn it, we didn't get to sing it for the first 12 days of Christmas.
Well, there you go.
The 13th day we sang it.
All right, so what do we got today?
Well, let's
Shaky
look.
hand, sorry,
I
guys.
smell mint. I wonder why. Because this one's it's not mint.
Maybe you're smelling my
Oh, hand cream.
hand cream.
Okay,
Oh,
so I
I've
think
had
you've
that
had
one.
that one. It's like light brown and a lighter brown.
Maybe that's the milk, the maple milk.
I never had the maple milk. I hope so.
Ooh, this one is one we haven't had yet.
Ooh, let me see. Oh, that looks
I think I remember seeing it yesterday when I was looking at the little video that tells me what they are. Mine's all fancy. Yours isn't.
Mine has a cute little guy on it, though.
What's that called?
It's prickly. Porcupine?
A prickly pear?
Porcupine?
No, that's not porcupine.
Rodent?
Elisa loves them. Sloth?
No.
She does love sloths. No, it's a hedgehog.
Ooh, and mine jumped out. It wanted-
mine's little.
Mine is too. Ours is. In fact, they look the same, Amy. We get
Maybe
each
we got
other
the same one.
Look, wrapped the same. Little piece of paper with tape. Looks like a choo-choo train. Like there's the front of the train. There's the wheel. Let's see if we're a choo-choo train. Another one of my little critters. I love them.
Isn't that guy your favorite?
Oh, Rocket!
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't look close. Oh, I love Rocket. On the movie, he asks for a leg, and the guy gets him a leg, the fake leg, and the guy says, "What is this for?" He says, "Just thought it was funny."
Mom loves Rocket. In fact, Rocket's her favorite Guardian of the Galaxy. Mine is Drax.
Yeah, that's true. We don't like the main guy. We both like somebody other.
I mean, we like Star-Lord, but
Yeah, we do. He's
Rocket's
cute.
your favorite. All right, my hands are swollen today, so
So you want me to open it for
hard
you?
time using them.
Okay.
Oh, I know who that is. That's Zazu. Easy,
Really?
easy, Zazu. Woohoo!
Oh my gosh, how'd you know?
Because that's Zazu's shape. Zazu and Rafiki are my favorite characters from The Lion King. All right, so we're Cece. We're beautiful. Cece didn't get her hair done though, but we did. And how do we look? Oh,
I'm bright red for Christmas.
your hair's like, is that part sticking out?
Oh, I just touched it.
And I am blonde.
And it looks
And she did a really good job. Really good job.
She did. I like the style.
So, what are we going to do now?
We're going to do a little bit of Christmas shopping if stores are open in Bellingham. They weren't open Sunday.
Yeah, so we're hoping that the places we want to go to specifically will be open so that we can go and get most of our shopping done.
Get it finished.
Yeah. We finally found Hawaiian shirts for my unk, and they're cute.
Really cute.
It's December 14th, and I finally got enough sleep last night. It feels good. I feel better today because yesterday I was running on steam. Basically, I was pretty much done. So I did go to bed early last night, and that means I didn't get as far into Murder at Melrose Court as I wanted to, but I did make it like 35 pages into that, and there's elements to it that I'm enjoying and some that I'm not enjoying as well. So I am liking the humor. The humor is funny. The story is moving along, and I was enjoying it last night. It just, by the time I got settled down and was ready to start reading, I was just so tired. You know, I was exhausted. And I had finished editing my day 3 vlog that went up today. So, you know, I'm getting some things going. And then I actually picked up Tokyo Ghoul because, you know, that's a graphic novel. And I figured I don't have to think as much. I can just look at pictures and kind of read the little captions. And I didn't make it that far in that one either. I made it like 35 pages. So I just needed to sleep. So anyways, Murder at Melrose Court. The thing I'm not crazy about is there's a lot of fat shaming in there. Just like, I get so tired. I get so tired of being overweight as being a fun thing to make fun of when you don't have anything else to make fun of. And it's not even like there aren't characters that are going to feel that way and it's like valid, you know, because you definitely get that with some of Stephen King novels. And sometimes I wonder if he's just kind of fat phobic, but other times I'm like, it's the character and you can tell that the character's pretty obnoxious anyways. And so it kind of fits with the character's vibe. But then sometimes I think that the author just doesn't know how to make a comedic joke, and it's so easy. There's so many derogatory terms for being overweight. You can get away with making fun of people's weight in a lot of ways still. And so I get tired of it. It's like, you know, it's not necessary. You can talk about someone being obese and not have to use all these ugly terms about it. Just things like, oh, we were all dreading having to roll this whale of a man over. You know, things like that. It's like, the guy's dead. Have a little respect. And you're not going to get in that much trouble for making fun of overweight people, so it makes it easier for authors to be able to put their humor there. And I'm just like, the humor that she's showing in other elements of this is good enough on its own. You know, it's good enough on its own. So then it always makes me think, well, then is this author just fatphobic and really wants to point that out in their book? I don't know. And I know I'm going on a tangent, but I find it a lot in books. And I just think, is it necessary? I don't think it's necessary. It doesn't make us feel good, us who are overweight. You know, we don't like to be thought of as these giant mammoth whales. Anyways, okay, my little tangent. So aside from that, though, it is moving pretty quickly, and I think I will enjoy the story and the plot line. So basically where we're at the moment is we've met this guy named Heathcliff Lennox, and he is the main protagonist of the story. He lives in his parents' home, his family home, and I think he's like an older bachelor is kind of what I get the vibe. He has a fairly privileged life, but he is running low on money, it seems. All of a sudden, the very, very beginning of the book, the butler comes in and goes, there's a dead man on the porch. So they go outside and there's this dead man who they're pretty sure has died of a heart attack. Like, it doesn't look like there's any foul play, but they're not sure where he came from, why he's there. Lennox doesn't actually know who he is, and the only identification he has on him is the name of this Russian countess. He's not sure what the connection is, but when he goes to visit his uncle, stay over here. Good girl. And he finds out that his uncle is engaged to the Russian countess. And so we're kind of seeing where things are going to go from here. That's basically where I'm at. Anyways, today's a work day, so I definitely have work I need to catch up on because I didn't get a lot done during my final period of school. So I'll be doing that. I need to start editing day 4. Like every day I feel like I'm editing videos. And I want to work on masks more today because I do want to get those done so I can start getting them to family members so they can use them right now, because Mom and I have been having fun wearing our masks at the moment. I'm curious if we're at the point where we're going to start getting the same ones all the time or if we're going to get anything new.
Well, let's see. Day 14.
Ooh.
White chocolate.
That's another key lime. They did have to double up on some because there weren't 24 different types.
Okay.
So
I like
you like the. Ooh, this one's different though. I don't know what that is. That's all white.
Little dash squares, and
that one I don't think we've had before.
there may be a little bit. It's a white chocolate.
You know, I think I decorated mine so much cuter than yours.
Oh, bullshit. Mine's
Look,
cute too.
I got Minnie. Look how cute she looks.
Look at how cute my little angel is.
Yeah, it's all right. What did you get in there?
Yeah, it's all right.
Oh, you got a decent sized one.
Yes. Big. Look at that.
A little one again.
Little things come in big.
Yeah,
Wait.
no, little things come in little packages.
Great things come in little packages, something like that.
Mm-hmm. That's what people say who give little things. What is it?
It's not Statue of Liberty, it's a dragon.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's a better guess.
Okay.
Not a right.
Oh, Tinkerbell.
That's really pretty.
That is a beautiful Tinkerbell.
Hold on, let me get it. The light was shining on it, so you couldn't really see it that well. Pretty.
She's beautiful. I love Tink.
It looks like wait, I gotta pull these things off because they take up so much space. It looks almost like these look like duck feet, but, oh, I know, maybe from Lilo and Stitch. He's the grouchy, the guy that, I don't know. Oh, no!
Oh, I love
It's
her.
the hippo from Fantasia. I love it, the ballerina hippo. Awesome. I made a small change to my 12 Tropes of Bookmas. So I had White Christmas in under Close Quarters, and I think I'm actually going to change it to Bookception, which is a bookish book. That might be a little harder to find than Close Quarters. For example, the audiobook I'm currently listening to, The Best Worst Christmas, would work for Close Quarters, but it might work for Friends or Enemies to Lovers, so I'm kind of holding off on that one and waiting till I read more of that book. So I moved White Christmas in, and I will hold judgment for The Best Worst Christmas to figure out where to put that. But so far, the ones I have left are a book with a chosen one character, Friends or Enemies to Lovers book, Games and Competitions book, retellings, and then fake dating. And for fake dating, they said you could either be fake dating or a book you were going to read but didn't. I could use Stars Above as a retelling. I could switch that one around as well, because right now I have that under royalty. But if I pick another book, so this is definitely a constantly changing list, because I'm trying to make everything work, and I'm not feeling bad about having to change some of these books to fit other prompts. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update just because you've been following along in my school journey as well in these vlogs. Thanks for your patience. But I've heard back from all my classes at this point. I got great grades on my final exam, my final projects. In fact, one of my professors asked me to use my final project as an example for future classes because he enjoyed it so much. So that's awesome. And I did get my straight A's. And of course, I'm realizing that it's terrible that I'm this competitive because I ended this quarter feeling so worn out. And, you know, the last couple of days, even though I'm done with school, I've just felt so just emotionally, mentally exhausted. And it just takes me a while to get over that post-final hangover. But it feels good to get those A's. I don't know how to take that competitive spirit out of myself, especially when it's kind of a toxic element of competitiveness. You know, with my students, I would never want them to feel like they have to get a straight A's, because grades don't really mean that much. You know, they mean that you did your homework well and you were on top of all your assignments, but grades don't actually mean you retained all the information or you know how to apply all the information. Like, I feel like grades are not the best judge of one's ability. And yet, I still can't help it. I love those great grades. It's so terrible. I am a horrible example. So I've got to figure out how to work on that for myself, because I know how I feel about it for other people, and I don't want to see other people stress. It's nice, it feels good, but I am way too overloaded with stress. Like, for my age, you know, I'm cutting off years of my life. And I've got other things in my life that are really important too, that I don't focus on at all. So I've got to figure out how to make this work for me. Okay, so I'm a little off, but I'm still trying to get movement in. And that's what I did today because I needed the stress relief. I'm supposed to be here. Tomorrow we're actually going to go do spin in the morning. So I'm going to count that as regular exercise. So a little bit off, but still trying to get some movement in. That's what matters to me right now. Ooh, I've never gotten this one before.
I haven't seen that one before.
I don't think we've gotten that one before, have we?
I don't know. Pink. Yours is green.
This is different.
None of ours are decorated.
No, we're boring. What do we got on the day 15? Ooh, I got a mystery pin.
I've got a mystery pin.
Yeah, you don't know what it is. Okay, what's your mystery pin?
Yeah, yours are easier to open. I overdid mine. Ooh, it's very,
Ooh. Who is that?
somebody's head and his arms, Cheshire Cat. Just guessing. No, actually, that's not a Disney. Ooh, so it's from that set.
The Guardians of the
Oh,
Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
So who is it from Guardians of the Galaxy?
It is, who's Rocket's friend?
Groot?
Otherwise, it may be the main guy with a guitar because he likes to
Star-Lord?
Star-Lord. Let's say Star-Lord. Oh, I was looking at it the wrong way.
It's the sister. What's her name?
Oh, the
bad guy.
yes.
What's her name?
I don't know.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Oh, this one doesn't have a good right off the rip.
Wow. You gonna be strong enough? Do I need to get scissors?
Look at the bag now.
Well, is there any holes?
Oh, there we go.
Wow, you're strong.
Okay, which side? This side's down. Okay. Ah,
Look at
come
that.
out.
Look at that package. You
Ooh.
destroyed it.
Oh. This is from, Small World. It's a Small World. This is a Small World.
Ah, let's see.
It is! Woohoo! And it says adios. And it's the little penguin. So cute. I love
that is
that Small World set. It's a great set. And I don't have this one, so this is perfect. Thank you.
Do you have some of the Small World set?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Here's a few others that are in this Small World set. So you've got this cute little koala, you've got the hippo, the Dutch little girl, and then another Adios one. I wonder how many of these they have. Or is this a second generation maybe?
Oh, I don't know, because goodbye was, at the very end, it's sayonara and all the different languages. Yeah, I
This
wonder.
is Adios, that's goodbye as well.
Wonder if it is.
I'm a little over halfway on reading Murder at Melrose Court, so it's going pretty quickly. And I'm not sure how I feel about this book. It's going quickly because of the way it's written. But I don't know how much I actually like it. There are elements to it that I don't like. For one, the fat shaming, like I said, that was something I don't like, and it's just continuous. I mean, there's so much of it. I'm like, I kind of looked at some of the other reviews, and I was like, don't people see how annoying this is? And I may be harping on it a bit, but it's really obvious. I know that it's written about the 1920s, and there is definitely this annoying element of these privileged aristocratic characters. But I'm like, is that intentional, to be annoying? Or is that the heroes that this author actually wants to portray? So it's strange. Obviously, I can't say too much because it's a mystery and I don't want to give much away. But at this point, we're still at Melrose Court because Heathcliff is there for Christmas time. They have certain family traditions that they do. And his uncle, Lord Melrose, is getting married to this countess, this Russian countess, and it just throws a whole wrench in things for the whole family. It's very interesting. And Heathcliff is he's kind of petulant. And I think it has a lot to do with the privilege of his role in society, like how high up in society is, because that keeps getting brought up. I never knew what the servants do on their off time. I had no clue where the post office is in town because I've never had to know that. So things like that. And then just the way he behaves and acts about things, it's very childish, and it's so strange coming from someone who is at least in his 40s, maybe in his 30s, but he keeps being called old man. And I don't know if I'm going to like the mystery ultimately. I keep trying to think who it might be, and it seems like it would be obvious, but the author may be trying to make it obvious so that I don't, I'm surprised when the actual reveal is made. We'll see. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how this continues going, and it's a fast read, so I'm getting through it quickly. I just don't like certain things that the author is doing. And it is definitely a cozy mystery because it's not fast-paced. There's a lot of sections where you're talking about Heathcliff's life, and he doesn't like being called Heathcliff, Lennox's life, and the things that are going on while they're at Melrose Court. Not hugely descriptive, but taking the time to describe mundane, everyday things, which isn't terrible. I don't mind it. I don't mind a more slower-paced book. So I think this was self-published, and I feel like she could have used an editor. So I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see how this goes. Just continue reading it. As far as the rest of my day goes, I have a lot of fish tank stuff I have to deal with. And then at 2:30, I'm going to the 4th grade class to talk to them about salmon habitat, the actual fish tanks, because we're going to be kind of setting them up, and then like the 5 C's: cold, clean, clear, connected, and complex, which are the 5 things that salmon really need to be healthy. And then a bit about the salmon life cycle. So that'll be fun. Get to see the 4th graders. And then what else today? I don't know. I'm always just trying to catch up. Nothing? Here you go.
Why are you recording this?
There's no more clean forks. All right, so I have finished my 6th book, Murder at Melrose Court by Karen Menuhin. This is another one that I'm going to have to sit and think about when it comes to the rating, because there were elements to it that I was not crazy about. And I talked about this quite a bit earlier. And I also was thinking that the characters are like caricatures in a lot of ways. The way she created these Russian characters almost felt like Natasha and Boris and Bullwinkle. I mean, they weren't like Natasha and Boris and Bullwinkle, but like that blatantly, this is how Russians behave sort of behavior. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. There was a part of me that enjoyed this for what it was. Like, I enjoyed reading a mystery. I enjoyed reading a cozy mystery, and it gave me the winter vibes that I'm looking for right now. She talked a lot about the snowy setting within Melrose Court. So like, I enjoyed elements to this, and there was a little bit of the humor that I did find funny, and I thought that the mystery was interesting. Was it this incredibly unique mystery? No, it was a pretty cut and dry, not too surprising mystery. It did feel a little like Clue in a sense, because, you know, they're all stuck in this one place because they're snowed in, and you know one of them has to be the murderer. Everybody has their own motives. Everybody has reasons why they might be the murderer. There were elements to it that were fun, and I did enjoy that. But is it just because I haven't read a cozy mystery or a mystery in a while, and I just got a kick out of that? Or were the elements that I thought were kind of problematic really weighing heavily on the way I feel about this book? I don't know. It's really hard to say at this point. So I'm going to give it a little time. I'm going to think about this, and I will come back to you with a rating. All right, so now it is time for day 7. We are past the halfway mark, and it's the 15th of December. So I'm doing really good. I'm doing actually really, really good, except I'm not doing good on the other books that I'm supposed to be reading. So that's that's a problem, because I haven't got very far in Stars Above. The nonfiction book I need to read for my nonfiction book club, I'm still like on 14 pages. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks, when things start slowing down with work, I can pick up my books and get through them and just enjoy the comforts of the holidays. I'm starting to feel more relaxed. We went to spin this morning. I did that stretch workout last night, and these things are helping me. And I think I just needed time to come down from the stress from school. And then of course, once school was finished with work, I kind of had to hit the ground running, because we had so many things that had to get done before the kids went on winter break. And so I'm like, chicken with my head cut off, chicken with my head cut off. And so that's starting to feel like it's coming to a place where I can manage it. Book number 7, and we're on the bottom half of the advent calendar. I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe how well this is going. I did make sure that I picked books that were under 400 pages, but a lot of them were closer to 400 pages. I've just gotten the luck of picking all the ones that were really short. Thanks, Mom. She picked well for me. So let's go on to pick number 7. Okay, you ready? I am excited, I think. Watch, this will be like I just shot myself in the foot, didn't I? Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's upside down. Oh, look, it's our little sloth buddy. He's really happy and cute. Okay. Oh! Okay. Am I excited about this? Well, you know, what'll be fun about this is that this is kind of another cozy mystery that I can compare these 2 cozy mysteries with. This one is a little longer. It's 374 pages, so that part I'm not excited about. But I do want to continue on this series. I'd like to wrap up some of the series I've read, and I liked the first one I read well enough that I'm like, you know, I'd be willing to finish this series. So we're going to see how 12 Drummers Drumming goes. Let me go grab the book. Okay, so this is the first book in this series. I don't remember what the series is called. By C.C. Benison, and the second book was 11 Pipers Piping, which is what I read last year. And you can actually read them individually. I don't think that not having read the first one really affected my enjoyment of the second one too much, because I feel like there was enough repetition of some of the backstory in the first book that the second book, that you kind of understood what was going on to begin with. This is about Father Tom Christmas, who's a guy who has a lot of his own trauma and things he's dealing with. And he becomes the vicar or something like that in this little town called Thornford Regis. And he's kind of going there to get away from his past and get away from things that have happened. His wife died of a tragedy, and it's left his daughter motherless, and it's scarred him greatly. So he comes to Thornford Regis, and right at the beginning of being there, I think pretty early on in his stay in Thornford Regis, there's this event called the May Fair. So this is not actually taking place during Christmas. And I don't think any of these books actually take place during Christmas, which is funny because of the name, the title. There is an event that's going on during this May Fair of the Japanese Odaiko drums, and a body of one of the local people from Thornford Regis, this woman, is found in one of these drums. And she's been bludgeoned to death. Her name is Sabella. She's a 19-year-old daughter of the choir director. And so he's trying to figure out like what exactly has happened and trying to comfort the community, and he's new to this area and he's dealing with his own things. And so it'll be interesting because I know that C.C. Benison is very, very descriptive. I remember that being one element to the second book that a lot of people didn't enjoy and that I didn't mind so much, but it was a little too descriptive. So we'll see how this goes, but I'm hoping I will just have fun and enjoy this, and maybe it'll give me a better idea of how I feel about this one, reading two cozy mysteries back to back, knowing that I enjoyed the writing style of this author quite a bit. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see what happens on the 7th day of Christmas. My true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming. I think they gave me the wrong thing at the wrong time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.